climbed up here. Been trucking along in the game pretty well so far. Sonic was awesome. I actually can't wait to go back to that game. It was a lot of fun. Just the 2 hours I got to play. Right after you went to bed, I had internet issues, so I had to wait like until like 10:30 before I was able to play again. They're sending a technician out on Thursday morning that he's gonna come look to see if why my shit's so unstable. So I didn't get to play a lot of Sonic, but I'm looking forward to going back to it. They're all still convinced I'm dead from foul in the neck. Oh. Contracted the coronavirus? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I hate Xfinity. I wish I could get something else. I've had issues with them since I've had them forever, but there's no one else I can go to here. But I don't want to deal with it just a little bit longer.
This looks promising, right? Well, it's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You?
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
For Xfinity prepaid?
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Derlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
Go to Jones' office. Yeah, I've been having issues with them forever. Spectrum, I had Spectrum when I lived in other areas, and I don't like Spectrum either. But yeah, here, like, I have the speeds. It's unstable, it just drops. But my bill's pricey. I pay up high like 160. But I also have 2 cable boxes that I pay for my roommate.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Favor started. Is this a side quest? Shut down the mining rigs track.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
That's cool. The first Spectrum is really buggy. Just about anything will knock signal from it. That's how I feel with the internet. With this internet, I feel like any kind of weather makes the internet drop and all that stuff. Can't wait for you to try mine. I can't wait either. You seem like you don't have any issues. The dwarven compass in the map can guide Kratos to objectives. Press the left side of the touchpad to jump to the map. Ooh. It's pretty cool. Track locations by hovering them and pressing triangle. So that's the main, and you got side quests here. Okay. L3 to center the map. Up and down and toggle between realms and oh my lord. Follow the gold icon to stay on the path or track favors blue icons to pin them on the compass.
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Merlin was some sort of German leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
It's gonna be
Was
scary.
being the key
Y'all have like
word here,
200 ping
brother.
when in a US lobby. At least on COD. I don't know about the other games. I mean, when we play Final Fantasy, she seems like she has no delay. Alright, we got ourselves a boat.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
Those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel.
Here.
I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
Bay of Bounty.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Derlin's place is through that open gate to the left.
Well, I think we just hit the like
So, which way
open
do we go?
world-ish part.
We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you.
You couldn't keep track of her on FF? Wait, she was teleporting over you? She looks fine on my screen.
Mimir, are you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
I think he's saying that you were lag spiking on his and like just teleporting all over the place. I didn't have that issue.
One of the mining rigs is here?
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down.
The dwarves didn't like working for Asgard. Couldn't they just quit?
Do what? Their newly built forges poisoned the soil of Svartalfheim. Unable to grow their own food, they had to buy it from Asgard. If they stopped working, they'd be taking food out of their own mouths.
Oh, that's clever. And awful.
You have our eternity ring to find you though. Not darkness, don't.
Watch your leg! Whoa. An Yggdrasil seed to Muspelheim.
One half of
Might
you
lead
just
that
needed to
combat
travel
arena we
to.
visited years ago?
What makes you say that?
Wishful thinking, I guess. Going through Surtur's gauntlet, it was fun.
It was training.
Didn't have fun?
How did he get
Well,
over here?
Anyway, we should look for the other half of the seed. Once it's whole again, we can see where it leads.
The crucible started. I need another. I need the other half. He said, yeah.
Great. Now we can make it across.
Okay, so I can put down the chain. What's this? Oh, I can keep spinning it for a chest. Okay. I will do that. Put the chain down. Got a little bucket we can get here. Pick that up on our way back. Need to hit this one more time. More rawhide. He hasn't said the word boy yet. You might not like this game. Firebomb. It's pooping! What is it? Oh.
They just keep coming!
It's a bear trap, spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow.
For her, it will be so! Behind you, brother! Behind you, brother!
Oh. Get wrecked. I probably was supposed to use the firebomb, but I had Spartan Rage, so why not?
The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the
He's
process.
not a boy anymore. He's still pretty boyish. Cut.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so.
Finest we can craft the finest armor using Neovaler's ore from the mining rigs. Oh, so doing this will get me a whole set that I can be able to
What you just
craft
picked
later.
up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it.
Cool. Okay. Well, looks like we're going back down. I think we're done here. I have to go in your pocket. He has a
Father,
deep voice now.
Is it always moral to kill something that's trying to kill you?
I wonder if it's the same actor.
Yes.
Well, there you have it, lad.
I'm already used to his voice. Like, it sounds normal to me already. I feel like I think it is the same actor.
How did these rigs come to be?
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments. Essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something.
Bird.
Is that a watchtower?
I can't do anything on the boat, right? Whatever it is, it's cool. Oh, I forgot to get the stuff from the bucket, I think, that I knocked down. Probably just hack cylinders, probably waste time, but I'm gonna go get it real quick.
Atreus, you are getting better. Faster.
Might even be better than you one day, huh?
If you are not, I have failed.
Oh, maybe I did get it already. 'Cause it was like right here, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, maybe I did get it. Didn't even notice. Curious about the green bird.
Taking a break before visiting Durlin? Very wise. He can be a lot.
Appreciated.
Shattered ruins. Looks like something I don't have yet. Maybe. I'm gonna explode this. Watch out, kid. Alright. See you later, Vinny. Have a good night.
No, it's still here.
What?
The island near the geyser. We need to get the key from it and unlock this door. I need to set right a very old wrong. Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! It's bad! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Stop, drop, and roll. Ow. Drop health. I tried to block an unblockable attack. Thought I saw more health there. Oh, you suck.
This is a fine mess.
I even dodge rolled. He followed my ass. Okay. Let's do this again.
Bloody Draugr holes! We've got to clear out all these undead bastards!
Not a good start. I already got hit twice. Fuck, I didn't see him. 4:52. What, my streaming time? Yeah. It's not that long at all. had some way longer streams. Now.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will fire!
Got him. Damn. Born from Fire starting. Starting lots of favors. Handles once belonging to an empress who sought to challenge the gods. Forged in a fire's vengeance, they continue to seek death in the hands of their new. Fleeting remnants of Chaos Flame collects 6 to restore it to its true. Oh, nice. This is how we get the Chaos Flames for the Blades of Chaos. Alright, there was a codex thing. Or probably a couple of them I missed. Not lower. Your standard stag-styled raider, only dead and far more dangerous for it. Relentless, frenzied, rageful creatures. Lighting them on fire should help calm them down. The frozen undead hell variant of your owl-styled raider scout. Faster, louder, colder. Where's the hell thing that we just fought? Wretches. Oh, how I jump at the chance to smash these little blighters with a well-aimed hoof. The stench they give off rivals a troll's paunch, and then some. On their own, they may seem an easy foe, but rarely are they seen without companions. A pack of wretches will quickly overwhelm even the strongest of enemies. Wretches thrive in wetlands, find any body of water, and they'll likely be nearby. Basking in mud and filth, not doing any favors to their already unique scent, you'll need to be quick on your feet during an encounter with a wretch of any kind, and watch the teeth. Wretches will surely try to swarm and surround you. Area impact strikes like the blades' heavy attacks should quickly dispatch them. Parasites, a lot of them, gifted with several rows of tiny teeth, which makes it easy to attach onto a victim and suck away at their life force in a snap. Multiply that when several attach on at once, and anyone would be down in moments. Watch what possesses these wretches to enjoy this particular form of annoyance is beyond me. Logic tells me they must serve some role in the ecosystem of their home environs, but that seems too generous to grant these malevolent buggers. Hellwalker. No, that's what we were doing. Guess that's all they were. Oh, I need to find a key and a geyser nearby, so in an island.
What's behind the door?
A prisoner of sorts.
Okay, well, let's just keep.
Whoa, what? That geyser was huge.
Yes, it should lead us to the key for that watchtower door.
Okay.
The key to that watchtower door should be on this island somewhere.
The weight of the chains.
More wretches on your left. How many wretches? Where are they coming from?
Oh, nice. Oh. Okay. I didn't think so. Oh, fire. This is like a quick way down. It says up, doesn't it? Maybe I can do this later.
Right! Left foot!
Oh, it's on nest again.
You gotta handle that nest or they won't stop coming! Next on the left! The ground looks weak down here, Father.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be one of those.
Back here. Looks like it would freeze. Maybe that lift can help us get higher. Might be easier to break that ground from up there.
Okay, so now we do this. That makes sense now. And then we're gonna recall our axe.
Think you could break through the ground from up there?
Yeah, sure can. Chest. What this geyser? Okay, doesn't actually always shoot. Oh,
On your left!
Left side! Incoming!
Right side!
I'm trying not to lock on to the big guy. I don't want to use rage here. Fuck, get the healing. Where'd it go? Alright.
Mimir, is this it? Over here?
Man, I want like pure damage build too so far. But that fight's gonna take a long time.
That's the key we're looking for. Now we must head to that watchtower on the shore.
What are you not saying?
I just need you to trust me.
prisoner.
Can you hear that?
No.
Thought I heard a voice.
Let's keep going, lad. Just put the key into that lock, brother. There. If you could give that drum a good loud strike.
What? So that's the voice I heard.
I'd hoped it would have escaped by now, but
Turtle?
we'll need to free it from its restraints.
What is this?
A Loonbocker. I captured it many years ago.
Oh. It almost seems like a main quest. That's a side quest?
Is that pure Svartalfheim slag? Give it here.
No.
There's another mining rig on this island, brother. Smell that smoke?
Why would the dwarves agree to work for the Aesir in the first place?
That's the heart, eh?
You lied to them.
I lied to them. Poisoning your back!
That was cool. Ow. Ow.
Nightmare! Behind you, mother!
What is...
Good hit, brother!
Ow.
Behind you, look out!
I have 1 health left. Jeez.
Clinging to the wall! We gotta knock it
I'm
down!
dead. I'm dead. Fuck.
Come on, Kratos, off your back!
You get hit a lot by off-screen enemies.
It's clinging to the wall! We gotta knock it down! Get up!
Lad, join him! Behind you!
That was a good shot. He actually blew up like everybody right there on accident.
Ring perched up high! Knock him down!
Right there!
Is there more? They didn't give me the experience yet. Ah shit, there's a firebomb right there. I saw it like last second. Whoops. Huh. I have to go back up there. There we go. One more we're looking for. This. Okay.
You okay, Mimir?
To the blacksmiths of Svartalfheim, the creation of a weapon was a sacred thing. But Odin just wanted as many blades as he could get, as fast as he could get them. With every stolen resource and mediocre blade, the dwarves lost a bit of themselves.
Alright, I think we're done here. Let's go get to the last rig, and then I guess we try to free the whale. Whatever it is.
The dwarves survived because of you.
Ah, you're not wrong there, brother. Odin would have wiped out every last dwarf in Svartalfheim. If he couldn't use his
Dang, look
skills,
at those teeth.
no one could.
Big whale fish.
Smell the smoke? There's another mining rig here.
You speak of your deeds with shame. Do you regret not allowing Odin to kill them?
I don't... No. One less feathery spy.
Guys of Odin. Wait, so we're supposed to kill the birds. Okay. They're bad. 1 of 48. Well, that's never. We're not. There goes our platinum trophy. That's not happening, no one. A couple places I see. Alright, looks like Blade's Chaos over here. Now what? There's another part to this. Oh. Looks like I need like a firebomb or something. Or maybe... There's definitely an explosive barrel in there. Oh, it is. Sure.
Bet we could swing across that, lift thing.
Gantry.
Gantry. Thanks. It's gotta be the right spot.
Those barrels. I smell fuel. Bet a spark from your blades would cause quite a boom.
I don't trust any of them.
I think you could break through the ground here, if you found a high enough place to drop from.
I wonder if there's a setting to make Atreus not like give away answers to puzzles because it's actually annoying. Gives you more time to complete puzzles in the environment. This may include slowing down puzzle objects or extending the allotted time for window for solving the puzzle. No. I just want Atreus to shut the fuck up. I don't think that's an option though. Chest. We're good. I think we can climb. More hacksaw.
Surprised the dwarves didn't shut these rigs off themselves.
One or two tried. The Einherjar made examples of them.
They killed the dwarves? Couldn't you have convinced them not to?
Aye.
Okay, there's that.
Huh. Impressive.
What's this like? The Squasher. Kaolin, Squasher of Wretches, killed a nest of 20 here. A legend or boast, I wonder. I wish this Kaolin was around to enlighten us with her strategies.
That should help.
with what now? What am I supposed to do? I need it to be lowered, actually. I can swing over to the... Alright, love. You have fun with that. I'd probably be going to bed in like 2-ish hours, probably. Unless I get tired sooner. But I will see you for date night. I'll message you when I go to bed. Down. I think right there gets me the chest. Okay. So now we want to go back, and I think we raise it to the top, maybe? That was to bring it down. I don't need to bring it down. The loneliest streamer on Twitch. I feel like this. I mean, Twitch is hard. It's not easy to
Yeah.
build
That's right.
on Twitch. It took a while for me. I streamed to a wall of 0 people for a long time when I first started.
Wasn't so hard.
Behind you! Incoming!
Alright. Slide them all up. Alright, that's all 3. Side quest complete. I followed him.
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for failing to solve
Oh, I
it.
keep yawning.
I'm sure the dwarves feel differently. This doesn't fix things.
No, but it is a start.
A reminder, brother. That Svartalfheim slag we collected could be of considerable use in the hands of Brock or Sindri.
I followed him and was just in his stream. He is very interactive with the chat. That isn't there constantly talking back when I send a message in chat. He has great potential, just not the viewers. A lot of people on Twitch do. But Twitch, the way Twitch works, it's a popularity contest. The way you get bigger on Twitch is by being at the top of directories. And the only way you be at the top of directories is by having the most views in that directory. So it's like the bigger streamers get bigger. It's kind of how it's a snowball effect. And then when you're at the top of a directory, it basically like encourages you to like stream disgusting hours because you don't want to give up that spot. So it also enables like bad health. That's why I've heard a lot of people are switching to YouTube. But you know, when I go to YouTube, I don't know how to search for live streams on YouTube. Besides knowing someone's channel specifically.
That's because we shut down the rig.
But I heard YouTube has like an algorithm that kind of helps the smaller streamers, like smaller people out. I don't know how it works or anything like that. I've been looking into it more, and I like but I like Twitch also. Plus, a lot of people, you know, come here. I never have like a lot of people at once, but over a course of time, a lot of people come and stop by and say hi and chat for a little bit, so it's nice.
Can't dock here. Maybe there's another way up?
You can't even get to specific channels unless you follow them forever and a day ago. Yeah, I don't know how you find people on YouTube, like live streamers on YouTube.
Brother, you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They
What?
will foul the meat.
Oh, because of the magic on them?
The blood.
Ah, yes.
I
Carry on
don't
then.
really edit about. Oh, I haven't seen these doors in
Father,
a while.
look, we can chisel through this door.
You used to have to find the right
Oh,
spots. I
glad
remember
to see
that.
that still works.
But yeah. All right, I lost track of what I was saying now because of that.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna say that I don't edit videos, but I everything I stream I put on YouTube just in case I have to ever like one day switch. Maybe I'll have some following on YouTube. People just watch my live streams there. So I trying to grow on both platforms at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if Twitch even has algorithms, but I know YouTube definitely does. Cause, well, I guess Twitch has to have some kind of algorithm, right? Because there is a recommended list, right? I don't know what it goes by though. If it goes by games that you follow or people you follow, but there is a recommendation list on Twitch. I never look at it though. I follow like a good handful of people that I just go through my follow list and I'll just tune in here and there certain people. A lot of it's based on what I'm playing. I'll watch a lot of people play the same thing that I'm playing if it's like a competitive game, because I like to always try to get better and improve if I find people better than me.
I don't think we can do anything with that yet.
Okay, we'll come back for this later. And then there's a select few people that support my channel that I support back. I like to support people that support me.
Mir, what's the deal with Odin's ravens? They can just transport him anywhere?
Except for the realm between realms, thankfully.
Why?
Harder to find, thanks to dwarven enchantments and Yggdrasil's very own nature.
Lucky us.
Okay, I think this is the next side quest we have. Deal with this guy. I don't see the quests don't have like a level requirement or anything like that. So I guess we just go here if we get our ass
This
whooped.
creature, you enslaved it.
Aye,
But
Come
why?
back later.
because I was young and stupid. And I didn't know what it was like to be chained in one place for years at a time, with nothing to occupy your mind but pain.
I am curious what the new gear though that we can craft now from that quest is.
Impressive!
Oh, that was a very awesome reaction I had there. I didn't know that was another enemy. I just happened to push that button. This is the second night I've been in his stream, and it was only ever me in his stream. I think I'm gonna try and reach out to some Discord groups and try to get some viewers. It's awesome, man. I hope that works out. What is he even playing right now? What does he do? I feel like the way to grow the platform now is like social media. You have to like really push social media, which that's my problem. I suck at social media. I don't have like, I never like really check it. It never like occurs to me that I should be like, hey, I should log in and just blog something or post something. I feel like that's kind of like how you grow as a smaller streamer. You have to like get noticed, try and stand out somehow.
We chained the fins too. If you could. Easy, easy.
That creature's hurting.
But we're going to free it.
But it will always be chained. You know that as well as I.
Now for the other fin. There may be a way to reach it behind that collapsed debris.
Incoming! Above you!
You're angry with me, aren't you, brother?
I remember the feeling of a yoke around my neck. I would not wish it upon another.
Red chest. I'd like to see that. Yeah, I gotta go up for sure. Ooh, more lore.
Anything illuminating?
Regarding the removal of resources. 1. When making your initial strike, use an axe, not a pick. Use a pick, you go too deep. You get red flow. You get red flow, somebody has to clean it up. 2. Pre-dawn remains the best time to harvest. Grogginess and disorientation are still a major factor before the sun comes up, so the chance of accidents becomes much lower. 3. Always wear earplugs. This looks weird. How do I explode this debris? There's gotta be some kind of exploding thing somewhere. I can go that way. This is like a climbing spot too. Let's go get the chest. This thing is so big. How many ways to go?
To the left.
Why enslave the creature?
Its fat is a good source of oil for Odin's lanterns.
Oil. For lanterns.
Whatever anger you're feeling, whatever loathing toward me, it's
More
nothing to what
debris
I've
that I
said to
can't get
myself.
through. There's no way I see it go right now. Oh, I can climb that one wall still too. I'm about to go back and do that. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Be free.
Defend, if you could.
I know.
Just the tail left now.
Look out! Red's neck! The nest was hiding some sort of device.
Oh, cool.
That dock's still inaccessible. Perhaps we could do something about that from up here.
Sure can.
Maybe that dock can lead us to the tail. Let's get back to the boat.
You never spoke of this creature.
Does that surprise you? That an old man would be ashamed of the mistakes he's made.
Where do I get a firebomb to deal with this? There's no way I can bring that one fireball with me. What's up here?
More inspiring lyricism from the mind of Kvasir.
I didn't read this one yet. Did I? No, I did read that one. I didn't read this one. Being a fictional poem of Kvasir, master of all poets, the armies are assembled, 9 warriors strong, well rested and fed, for the war would be long. The orb in the air and branches in hand, a swing, a collision, the spectators stand. For 9 nights and 9 days they fight without rest, running then waiting to prove themselves best, until finally mercifully the army does rout. One army triumphant, the other struck out. We who remain part of the second, a dramatic poem by the Kvasir, he of undisputed brilliance. What is it to live? What is it to die? Is it the only difference in the beholder's eye? When disease rots your body, when hate sours your brain, what separates the mad and the sane? For the bearded cruel father and his surrogate daughter shall never know respite from a life full of slaughter. The evil will die along with the good, and the difference between them grows less understood. This game has a lot. There's a lot to it. That codex has got a lot of stuff for it. The memory required to download this game too is like one of the bigger ones that I think I've seen. There's an elevator. Did we already do that? Yeah, we did. I still don't see a way to explode the debris on the one side. It's right there. I gotta be able to use that firebomb somehow. That one firebomb. It's the only chest left on his front half of his body. It's this doorway. I need to open it somehow. The firebomb is on the other side. Maybe the firebomb, I can explode those doorways. That's the way back to the boat, right? Yep. Gotta get this chest and we can go back to the boat. Let's go to the firebombs, chuck out the gate, see what happens. This is my only guess I have. Dang it, I was hoping that was gonna work. Well, shoot. Oh, you can open it from this side. Dur. Oh no. I don't know how much time I have on the firebomb. If it ever explodes on its own or not, I have no idea. But I totally whiffed. Tunnel. There's more. Dang birds. There's no way I'm probably doing the bird thing. I will go for them if I see them, but If I beat the game and I'm like 20 birds short, I don't really care. That's just a lot, I think. A little tedious. Back to the boat. I need to get down.
I'd hoped the creature would be long expired by now. But apparently the Aesir couldn't even be bothered to mercy kill it once it was no longer useful.
We could kill it.
No. Not when we can save it. Good. We can reach the tail from this dock.
You would still save this broken creature.
I know what it is to be imprisoned like this. I can't just leave it.
And if it is beyond saving,
I don't understand.
let us continue.
Find you!
What is...
Behind you! Incoming!
Ow. Cool. Chest. Don't want to free yet. The rocks are gonna move and we can descend that way. Okay. Wonder why we want to get this rock. Oh, it's just. Let's actually meet the firebomb again, right? Cool.
Tail must be chained as well. Sliding down that rope should take us where we need to go.
Whispering slab.
There! You're free! What's going on? Maybe it needs a little encouragement. Can you get me closer to its eye for a face-to-face, brother?
Okay. So I got a shield attachment. Oh, favors. Completed favors. There's the card. The brig is dead. Okay, so that is completely completed. Okay. Close the Doragar holes. How do I track all these? These are all like passive ones. Oh, okay. Never mind. And then this one's being checked. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get it, I get it. Oh, we were here. We still don't know how to use this. Yeah, let's go talk to the...
This creature, the mining rig. They're mistakes, Mimir. But it's Odin's fault.
That's not an excuse, little one. But thank you for saying it.
Oh, he's wounded on the side. I don't open.
Go on, you great blubbering beast. Shoo! It's not moving. Why is it not moving?
It has grown accustomed to its chains.
But... No. No, we can fix this. We just need to chase it off and scare it. Something.
There is no making things right. Only better than they were.
It likes the wind blowing on its face. I can feel it.
May you provide some comfort.
That's not enough.
It seldom is.
Okay. Making amends. The linebacker. It appears that Mimir has enacted many cruelties here in Svartalfheim, none more reprehensible than chaining this creature and harvesting its fat for oil. To perform an act so heartless and to put it out of one's mind, to never speak of it, reminds me of a boat captain I wronged long ago. He too was robbed of his freedom and suffered because of who I was and the choices I made. Perhaps there is a measure of monster inside us all.
Mimir, how many stories have you told about Odin and Thor? And all the bad things they've done? Let's see how many we can remember. Seems like Father could use his memory refreshed.
My memory of them requires no refreshment. They invaded our home.
Yeah, but I'm talking about history. All the other people they've hurt. Let's see.
Not now.
we going to Durlin's? Hope he'll be happy we fixed those rakes. This is the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.
Hang on. I want to go talk to the one dwarf that gave us the one side quest. You know it says completed. Do you want to see if he says anything different or gives us something else?
Back to Thor and Odin stories? Where were we?
Ah, but enough of that for now.
Are we going back to the city? Okay. What other terrible things have Odin and Thor done?
And we'll just stop there for now.
I saw a dock back there. Maybe there's a boat we can use to get to Durlin's.
You again. I hope you're back to clean up the mess that extra head of yours made.
We have done it.
Doesn't fix what I did, but hopefully it makes things a bit better. Let's be off, brother.
That's it? Wow. Alright, let's do the main story quest now. Since every other quest we have now is passive.
So not all dwarves can do that thing Brock and Sindri do, right? Where they just walk between realms and turn up somewhere else?
Indeed, that's a rare skill. I gather one carefully cultivated by some secretive dwarven guild or other. Probably for the best. Them alone doing it is disconcerting enough.
Should we get back to listing all the awful deeds of the Aesir god? Okay. There was Thalmor, the stonemason.
Aye, he quarreled with his son. Went into the night to find him. Found Thor instead.
And there was Thalmor's son, Hrimthur.
Who built the walls of Asgard. And whispered something of importance to Freya before his betrayal and assassination.
Enough. We will continue later.
We're looking for Durlin?
Right there in front of us.
You have an appointment?
No. Has anyone ever had an appointment here?
Here to collect on something, pal? Think parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving Estrid's accretion proposal, eh?
looking for a prisoner of Odin's.
He's being kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get? You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
What the fuck?
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Jump, jump, jump. Failed.
Faye is dead.
Rest of them are. One's left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Wait, before you go. Take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the All Father's given name, and, yeah. For fucking up my desk!
A fine?
Pay it at your leisure, okay? Get out of my office.
There's no way that's like a
Hey
side
there.
quest,
So
right?
what about get out of my office? Don't you understand?
You said her name was Diener? Oh, sure. Thank you. I think.
What did I just give him?
That head better not be leaking his decay all over my floor.
I beg your pardon?
Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
Nicely done. Poison from above. Coming! Above you!
Grim perched up high! Knock him down! Done!
Above you! Watch out!
Okay, as I was saying, I think Derlin wrote down directions.
The dwarf has given us a map.
Sort of. You smell them? But it seems to lead to a mine beyond that mountain. Ah, Tyr! Derlin helped us anyway.
Not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
A minor official of the dwarven city Nevelir, at one time an ally of Phase in the effort to resist Odin. Now he numbs his failures in drink, yet it appears he has aided us with a map to Tyr's location. Also, his sea creature Diener gave Atreus an unusual stone. Maybe it's a key. Is there anything else up here? Uh-huh. I wasn't supposed to close, whatever. I think we were done over there anyway.
This thing looks like it can take us up the mountain. Maybe we'll be able to see a mine up there.
Ah, nothing quite like a dwarven train ride.
Someone tells me it's broken, but before we do that, let's explore. Because it does work. More forged iron. Rocks for a teleport. I haven't figured out how to work that yet. I wonder what that does. That would
We
help
can
us
take that
get
train
those.
up the mountain when you're ready, brother.
I think we're ready. I think it is gonna work.
Heimdall. There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Durlin. He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. Into his head.
He burned that into Derlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
He is a captain of Odin.
Aye, and the bearer of Galahorn. True believer, that one. There are few things so dangerous in a man as lack of doubt.
Seems like we're here. Come on. This way. I can see another train. Let's look for a way to get over there.
The forge.
You know, maybe finding Tyr is our best protection. Seemed like Odin really didn't want us to find it. Once Tyr's free and can be god of war again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
If that is his war to fight, he may have it.
This bird's gonna be so annoying to hit.
God.
Bitch, got you.
A bomb.
Deactivated, but yes. Likely one belonging to Barry, the dwarf, builder of the Great Hall, Lure.
More artifacts left behind. Barry the dwarf spent his entire life building the great mead hall known as Lur. Brick by brick, stone by stone, he built it as wide and as tall as he could, so that the songs and merriment of the dwarves could echo within its walls until the end of time. He was only a few days' work from completing it when the Enharjar arrived. They demanded Lur's use as a temporary barracks. That same night, Barry and the dwarf hurled stone grenades at the cornerstones of his life's work, collapsed the entire bloody thing on top of himself in a matter of hours. Okay. It's a big beast. It doesn't. I think it's gonna wake up.
Whoa! Is that a Trekkie? What happened here?
Use caution.
I think it's dead. Yep. Definitely dead.
I disagree. He's gonna wake up.
Hey, I wonder if...
Oh, there's another one. Okay.
Watch out!
I countered it. Oh, I got freaking stunned. Okay. I don't know what it is about the PlayStation 5 controller, but like I'm having issues like spamming my R1 button. I feel like I have to like it's a lot of work to do it. It doesn't want to press it. Nice. That was cool.
That one was tough.
Why did I get one experience point and he got 500?
Think that Trekkie is what killed the first one we found?
If so, it was their aggression that got them both killed.
Very nice. A quick uppercut that creates fiery geyser launching enemies. I did get some more runes. Blades of Chaos. Cool. Oh. Could be using this. I hope. Grants rage burst when parrying. Well, that would have helped a little bit too, probably. Cool. Light runic attacks. Slot the new runic gem into the blade's chaos to gain extra powerful runic attacks. Oh, we just did. We can go that way. What else we got? More health. Another little tunnel we can go through. We came from this tunnel, yeah, that's how we got here. Okay, so we're gonna do the cross space.
Down there, I can see a mine. That has to be what Derlin was talking about.
Tracks up on the left there. Might be another train we can take.
Father,
It's a cool view.
what if a war with Odin isn't just Tears to fight? What if it's ours too?
War is not the only way.
We're gods. Better gods. We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Atreus.
Dear Overseer, it is with shame and sadness that I must report I will be unable to meet your requested quota for this season. I am simply unable to forge armor of the quality and quantity you have requested. The fault for this, of course, is mine alone. I very much hope that my awareness of this fact might incline you to show some degree of leniency. As it stands, my output has measurably reduced since the injuries I sustained after previously failing to meet your quota, and I would argue respectfully. As always, that further physical punishment would only further harm my productivity. I eagerly await your response. Usually people that hurt people because they didn't get their shit don't really care. And we'll just probably would just kill that dude.
Forge ahead. Unintended, I imagine.
Could be a light-hearted jape or another expression of the dwarves' resentment of Odin's grip to several time. It is progress, truly progress if made under an oppressor. That's locked. We need keys. Okay, so now I think we go the way we were going for. Where's the... I want to get to that chest, yeah. Cool. Alright, let's go the right way now. Whichever that may be. I thought I was going the right way actually. Or maybe I need to go up. I didn't see the up part. There we go. Now I think we're on the right track.
The wrenches keep coming from that pillar. Looks like a nest.
Gotcha!
Why is it still teaching me to do runic attacks? I know. I don't want to use it. I save it.
we have to get this one back on the track. Wow, this thing is small. Okay, we need to go left. Wait, I meant my left. Keep going. We're so close. Just a little to the left. Yeah, that's it. Round 2. Here we go.
Cool. Got the cart back. All right. Oops. Well, need that back too.
The Kraken hatchling gave you a stone.
Kraken. Oh, Diener. Yeah, it's covered in algae. I was thinking we could show it to Brock and Sindri when we got back. Here.
Maybe it's orichalcum.
So, we
Probably
came
not,
here
though.
looking for Tyr because we don't trust Odin, right? If you think about it, war could... Uh-oh. On your left!
Oh.
Tell me where!
Atreus, look for a break to stop the train. There should be a lever of some sort.
Found it! The brake's stuck!
Keep trying, little brother.
Father!
Stop this train!
I think it's about to...
No!
Shit.
Shit!
Oh! Get up!
Father! A troll?
Oh shit.
I can't believe it. Are you serious?
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button.
That was crazy. All of it.
You said it, little brother.
That was cool.
Up above! Poison!
Ah. Oh. Oh. Get the hell. Get the hell.
You're right!
close.
Careful.
Okay. These scraps. I probably leave a lot of that shit behind, don't I? This takes me to a chest. Sure.
The whetstone of the Night Ripper. When resisting an occupation, sometimes the most obvious methods are the best.
It is old.
Loffin's whetstone. There's something to be said for creeping around at night, slitting the throats of your enemies. It's quiet, it's effective, and it's fear-inducing. There are many ways to rebel, but was the method of Loffinhide chose. It worked for quite a while too. The Inharjar never believed the adorable tavern waitress who served them with a twinkle in her eye and a smile on her lips could also be the one butchering them come nightfall. But butchered them she did, got 11 of them before she was finally caught, and even when they executed her, they said she had the same twinkle in her eye, that same smile on her lips.
No longer of use.
But enough about you. I'm talking about the whetstone.
This is the teleportation stones. Not yet. There's skill trees, right? Probably should look at these. It's been a while. Press R2 during Frost Awaken to slash upwards with a chilling the wave enemies and apply frost. Yeah, I don't see why I shouldn't do that. Perform melee attacks in quick succession without sustaining damage to power up Leviathan and inflict damage. What? Or melee attacks in quick succession without sustaining damage. Power up Leviathan. Like, yeah. Hold R1 to drag the axe through the ground and rip out ice shards that travel forward repeatedly with high frost. Pretty cool. Hold R2 for a brutal that throws the enemy weaker foes to create an explosion of frost on the impact that launches it. Right. Yeah, I'll try that. Oh, you can disable it. I feel like I can almost just get everything. Oh, there's a Blades of Chaos one too. Duh. Okay. Well, he can get. Okay, that's good. Blades melee attacks against frost enemies do bonus damage. So I can go back and forth between the blades and the axe. That's kind of cool. almost get everything anyway. 1,000, 750. What's left on the axe? Almost. I like the axe a little bit better, so I'm gonna go with the axe. We'll save up from there. Okay, well, we just powered up a shit ton.
This place is incredible.
So we've seen a rune thing, but not a runic chest. Not exactly sure where we're going yet, but I want to get down there if possible.
Look out! Look out!
So, wipe the mouth you had on the train, lad.
It's just a word. I've heard way worse from
The word does not matter. You lost control.
We were falling through the air. I thought we were gonna die.
Is that what you truly wish your last word to be?
No.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
We can jump down that way. Let me go back. There was like another way, I think. Or another bomb I could blow up. Need to find the dwarf. I probably have like a lot of materials, and I feel like there was a side quest set I can make, which might be awesome. I hear things. Don't see things.
Look on the ground. Tracks. These must lead into the mine. We'll need to get past this cargo. Looks like the water powers the crane that's keeping the cargo up.
I don't see a way to freeze it right now.
That's it. Let's head across.
Good bet there's a couple more near here. Let's find them, yeah?
What? I think I saw a green bird flying around. There it is, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Alright, how do I get that? You have to be able to light that from where I was. There's no other way. The fuck? Now it works. Okay. Ooh, more rage.
Is cooperative in large scare quotes.
Asgard is Sperlheim Mining Cooperative. It was not the one to coin this particular evocation, or equivocation, but one has to respect the pure emotionless language that paints over decades of systematic slaughter and oppression. Oh, is this all that's here? This isn't like the right way to go.
I might be able to get up there if you help me.
Give me a sec. Chest. And the climb.
Great. I'll head across for a better look. Father, there's a gate up here heading towards the entrance to the mine. If you can get up here, I'll need your help lifting it.
If.
I don't learn what this is yet.
That was close. Try again. Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
I hope you can make that jump. It's another one of those wooden troughs. I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye, might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get wet stuff to do it for you?
Wet stuff.
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information.
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
Yet you do not say otherwise.
Others? Maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
You lift on your side. I will lift on mine.
Heavier than I thought. Thanks. Let's keep moving.
Need a firebomb.
Ah, maybe you can hit it from a different angle.
Yeah, I'll do this one first. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright.
Looks like we found Durlin's mine entrance.
Need to be over there. I think I can. Maybe we do squeeze in. Troll. Hey, there he is. I need to make some stuff, dude.
Got something else for you.
Sindri!
What is it?
Since you're currently lacking a light source, sorry, and have no way of seeing exactly what untold horrors lurk in the dark, these will help. Okay, back to your exploring now. Off with you.
Thanks, Sindri. Hey, wait, what do you mean by untold horrors?
Okay.
Brother, that groom's found a perch on high!
Got him! Watch out! That was close.
New skills feel cool. Alright, let's get our chest over here. Like this.
You seeing this? That huge crane's moving this way.
I think that's what I'm supposed to do now, not a secret. So what's this way then? No, that's totally the right way to go. Maybe that is a secret. I have no idea. I'm going that way first.
Stay there.
Yes, sir. Meet you on the other side.
Ramir, what is the likelihood Tyr is imprisoned in this mine?
Durlin might have been as well-oiled as this crane. I don't believe he'd lead us astray. You think the lad's too trusting?
He is eager to prove himself. It clouds his judgment.
Oh, I know you have more faith in him than that, brother.
What became of Kvasir?
Ripped apart by his audience. Well, one member of his audience. Well, Thor.
A story of brotherhood by one Kvasir. Steel and fur, unlikely friends, united in purpose to heroic ends. Thrown together by fate, ripped apart by disdain, all foes to aggravate, new allies to obtain. Saving world after world with friends at their backs, two clever automatons, and the last two. The manuscript abruptly ends here. The bottom of the page, singed beyond recognition. Pommels forged in seething flame, they continue to radiate the heat in the frigid temperatures. Is that a... oh, it's an actual pommel. 6 and 3. What am I using? 4 and 5. Low luck chance, blades hit to grant increased strength. Increases the damage that the burn status inflicts on enemies. Huh. I'm not sure what I want there. Sure, let's try these out. I'm definitely a huge fan of the axe so far.
Find anything?
We keep moving.
I think this is it. This is the mine.
Intriguing. However, we're ill-equipped to do anything with it right now.
Okay, we still don't. I wasn't sure if the lantern was gonna do something with it or not.
Look out! Well, looks like the official entrance to the mine is blocked. But there's gotta be another way.
This way.
Nice. Not a dead end. Come on, let's see where this goes. Ugh, these guys again? Where are they all coming from?
It certainly smells like we're headed into a mine.
I think I can hear the water too.
Slow down, Atreus. Take care. Be ready.
So, I think I
one of
found where
those
those
things.
wrecks were coming from.
They will overwhelm you quickly. Stay close.
Behind you! Look out! Left side! Watch your left! Left side, brother!
She's dead. That'll take care of the rest of these things. That's all of them.
Labor complete. What did I do? Oh. While sprinting, press R1 to do it. Apply a mod token to add effect. Oh, I can apply mods now? Oh. Freely change the token once it's unlocked. Experience granted, purchase a skill mod below. Oh, it costs experience. That increases the damage of the running leap slash. Stun. Moderate increases stun. Or greatly increase resistance to damage and being staggered during the skill. Huh. I feel like stun would be cool. I don't know. gonna go for damage it is. Okay, so you want to actually like use all the skills in the game. Well, we used a good handful of stuff. Okay. Cool.
The smell these things leave behind is so gross.
A small consequence for disturbing their home.
Let's keep moving. Maybe we can ride this boat thing further into the mine. Worth a shot. I don't think we're gonna be able to get in any other way. I'm sorry. I know you said not to, but I can't stop thinking about this. We spend all of our time fighting bad stuff, and I don't get why we can't do that alongside Tyr.
We do not know him.
We saw his shrines. He's a leader. He stood up to Odin when no one else would. If he's done it before, why wouldn't he do it again?
Images from long ago do not tell a whole story.
There's a door. Once we get off this, let's check there for Tyr. He's gotta be close.
Or wind stuff.
I can't help but feel like you're angry with me or something. Ever since we got to Svartalfheim, you've been critical of my every move. If you don't think I can lead us, just say so.
It is not your competence that is in question.
Okay? But what does that mean?
Consider your intent.
This place is huge. Must have taken ages to build. Another door. We'll have to check that one too.
Word's instructions do not say which one.
Nope, we're on our own here.
This place does
Your
look
question
huge.
from before, about my intent. I intend to help the God of War stop Odin. And that means freeing him from whatever prison he's in right now.
Brace yourselves, friends.
Sindri?
And be careful exiting that thing. 1 foot at a time. There are loose, rusty nails everywhere.
Have you seen any signs of Tyr?
As if I would navigate this maze of running sewage. No. I'm sure you'll manage that on your own.
I don't know. The water looks pretty clear here.
Keyword, looks. Whatever you need.
Okay. No frozen flames. We can upgrade some of the stuff and we can craft Har's lucky knob. Let's go with the armor because we did get
I'll
new
disinfect my tools.
armor stuff. Naviler's finest. Looks cool. Stun grabbing an enemy. R3 grants a health burst. Oh, that seems really cool. It only cost it ore. I feel like I should just craft it, right? These are all gonna take 2 ore. We should just craft the set. It doesn't take any extra materials, right? Let's just do it.
A good fit.
Wear it with pride. Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
Stun drain reduction. I don't even know what that means. I think I accidentally put down the... Did I accidentally put on the armor? What if we wear the whole set? Or do you only need 2 pieces? reduction. Do you need to upgrade this to be able to like... Oh, that goes up pretty high. That's cool. 54 strength. That's all it goes up to. What am I wearing? What was I wearing this? Yeah. Oh, wow. We're totally good. I use Vidars. Well, that gives you a bit of everything though, towards the end. Just as normal stuff. $2,010 forged irons for that would get my strength up to 16 to 26. I could use these two upgrades. Go up like 20 strength, a little bit of vitality. Oh, wrong thing. This is what we're looking at. I can literally just go pure strength and just try to destroy things fast. Like the Norvaler stuff is like an actual set that does things. And then you have his basic stuff, right? Survival. The survival stuff gives you everything, dude. It's tough. No choice. I think I'm just gonna... I didn't even make the Vidar belt. What am I wearing? Oh, I was using the survival belt. It's fine. Oh, let's make this actually.
A good fit.
36 to 11. So right off the bat, this gives me 23. What to do, what to do, what to do.
Take care of your
Oops,
armor,
I'm not
and it'll
done.
take care of you.
Now we can upgrade the Blade of Chaos. Good.
Fire's actually a disinfectant, so these are very hygienic.
While charging flame whiplash, smash triangle, incoming projectiles will be deflected. That seems cool. Sure, why not? These are what I'm wearing right now, right? Or the crest. Or you don't use one, right? I'm using this one, I think. think I should upgrade this shield. Gives me a lot of defense. And some cooldown.
May it strike true.
Okay, I haven't seen honed metals yet. Leviathan.
I am as
Dang
always
it, I keep hitting the wrong
at
button.
your service. I'll heat up the forge.
Alright, I think I'm gonna upgrade the Vidars.
It fits.
Finish your damage boost. So I get a set bonus with the Vidar. Oh, it has to be level 2. Upgrade to unlock the perk. Oh, okay.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
Very good.
There we go. So now we're out of materials. The weapons. I mean, for the armor. Yeah.
Now, just because you've got new armor doesn't mean you should let yourself get knocked around more.
I keep going back when I mean just to go to the weapon.
Want something in particular?
No. Stone wood. These, I don't think it matters. I think we're good now.
No need to thank me.
Okay. Well, I think I'm hungry, and I think I'm gonna go lay down for a while. We got decently far. I'll be back probably tonight. So probably like 10 p.m. EST. So if you guys want to see more, that's when that will happen most likely. But I'm gonna go lay down. We had an awesome stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching, seeing everybody. It's cool. And yeah, we'll play more later. You guys all have a good, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Peace.